In 1963, 36 countries met in Addis Ababa, African countries, which had just got independence, and formed the OAU. In their first meeting, you can see the ones who founded the OAU were only 36. But all the African countries are 50-something, 54, I think. So that means another 20 were not yet independent. Even Kenya was not yet independent. And others, Zambia, they were not yet independent. So that first meeting of the African Union, of the OAU, passed a resolution saying that the whole of Africa must be free. Because there were some people who are saying, like the Portuguese were saying, Mozambique is not a colony. Angola is not a colony. Guinea-Bissau is not a colony. There are overseas provinces of Portugal. Can you imagine? This Africa of yours has got wonders. These Portuguese were saying Mozambique, Angola, Guinea-Bissau will never get independence. Why? Because they are part of Portugal. They are just overseas provinces. You Ugandans, you can get independence because you are protectorates. But Angola, Guinea-Bissau, Mozambique are overseas provinces of Portugal. So please don't tell us about independence. Tubachikyaliawo. Ian Smith was saying, for me, I am an African. We say, okay, thank you very much, you are an African. Then have one man, one vote. He said, no, I cannot have one man, one vote, because these people don't know the meaning of democracy. These Africans. So, I am an African, but I will not allow these Africans to vote. And so we were talking about majority rule. In Rhodesia, in Namibia, in South Africa. So, at that meeting, Africa passed a resolution saying that the whole of Africa must be free, either peacefully or by force. The foreigners laughed. Force. What can Africa do? Force. They're just talking. What can Africa do? Led by a few of our leaders, Mwalimu Nyerere, Mzee Kaunda, Seretse Khama, working with the freedom fighters from Mozambique, Angola, all those countries started a program of supporting the freedom fighters. This is 1963. By 1974, we had liberated Mozambique, Angola, and Guinea-Bissau, and even liberated Portugal itself from the fascists who were controlling Portugal. And by 1994, the whole of Africa was free. So it's not true that Africa cannot solve these problems. But the problem is that we are fragmented in effort. That's why we cannot solve small problems like Somalia, this Congo here, DRC. These are small problems. They are not big problems. But if you don't act together, what is small becomes big. And that's why, therefore, on the number one, on prosperity, you need an integrated approach. Number two, on strategic security, you need an integrated approach. Proof is that when we work together, we were able to solve the problems of the colonialists who were refusing to go away. They were forced to go away by military defeat, not the talks on the table. Idi Amin here, who solved the problem of Idi Amin? It was some coordination among ourselves here. Mwalimu Nyerere with a few others. That's how we solved the problem of Idi Amin. And I can quote so many other problems. Somalia would have been taken over by the Al-Shabaab, but we stopped them. And although we are giving a half dose, it's a half dose there because of some confusion, but at least that problem can be solved completely, very easily. It is just lack of coordination, lack of synchronized thinking. How do you build an army? What sort of army do you build? These are the conceptual misalignments. This one is thinking like this one is thinking like that. That's why you have all these endless literal problems really, with very easy to solve. The issue of money, it's not money, it's not money we need. I have been building army for the last more than 50 years with no money or very little money. That's how we were able to build our defense system here. Either with no money at all or with very little money. In 1976, Mwalimu Nyerere introduced me to Samora Machel, and I trained 28 boys in Montepuez, in Mozambique. 28 boys. 28, as they call them in Portuguese. 28, 28. It is those 28 boys who built up this army, the one of Uganda. 28. So all this chaos which is going on is really an ideological problem. Because people don't know how to build an army, whether you have money or not. Because whether I have money or not, am I not going to defend my family? How can you say, because I don't have money, I should not defend my family? It's a conceptual problem. So therefore, that's why we say that Africa is very strong. If we work together, there is no force that can defeat us.